Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we'll look at Pinduoduo stock. So this will be the agenda for today's video. As I am a shareholder of Pinduoduo, so I own a shares of Pinduoduo as well as some leap contracts. So I'll be revealing my position first. Then we'll look at last 12 quarters of the revenue and free cash flow for this stock and also the current multiple. So if someone wants to buy this stock at today's valuation, what is the multiple they might be paying? And there's a super investor called Lilu. He has Pinduoduo holding and he has added some position there. So we'll look at that. And then we'll also look at what might be tomorrow's earning expectations. And finally, I will put my opinion on this stock if I'm still holding or if I want to add. We'll talk about that. So let's go to my portfolio first. So this is my current portfolio. I have 13 shares of Pinduoduo. My average price is $119. And then I also have two leap contracts of Pinduoduo. So these are long dated leap contracts. They expire in January 2028 and the strike price is 50. So these are deep in the money contract. If you understand option and leap, you'd understand this that with two contracts, I'm almost holding 200 shares of Pinduoduo, and the the market price for these two holdings right now is 8,600 and I am $754 up on this leap contract. But when you look at the Pinduoduo shares, I'm down $407 because my average price is little higher, 120. And these leap contracts I added when the share price of this Pinduoduo fell to like $77. It was, I believe, 1.5 months back. So that's when I added these leap contracts. So if you want to see the delta for these contracts, let's go here. So as I was saying, these are really deep in the money. So the two contracts has a delta of 184. That's almost like 92 delta. So we are here at Dataroma, and this is really a great website. It's free to use and anyone can see what's happening with the 13-month filing and what guru investors are buying or selling. So looking at Pinduoduo, I'll first go with Lilu. So Lilu is a Chinese based investor and he had this Pinduoduo before, and this is one of the reason why I purchased PDD stock. And last quarter he added 133%. So I'm assuming somewhere around this range when the stock price fell to like $73. I'm assuming he added somewhere at this time, and he is really an expert in the Chinese market. So I believe his investment thesis, and one of the reason that's why I own Pinduoduo. I like its multiples, but because he's a core expert guy on Chinese stocks, I feel more confident about that. And especially when he added in last quarter, I'm more bullish on this stock right now. So now we are at ticker terminal and I have the paid version of ticker terminal. So let's see how this stock has done over since inception. And we see although there has been tremendous increase in revenue and free cash flow and all other metrics, there hasn't been a significant movement in the stock. In fact, it's down from its high 190 to $89 right now. So let's look at the market cap and the enterprise value. So you see a market cap of $125 billion and the enterprise value is only $52 billion. And the reason for the disparity is because Pinduoduo has around $75 billion in cash reserve, and that's why its enterprise value is just $52 billion, and this makes this stock really cheap. So let's go to another metric here, and so multiple wise, when you are looking at the free cash flow and the enterprise value at present market cap on this August 21st, 2026, if you are only looking at enterprise value and divide it by the free cash flow, at current valuation you are paying only 6 times. And this is the reason why I'm so bullish on this stock. So they have this double digit revenue growth, free cash flow is growing, and Temu as an app is exploding, and you are paying 6 times multiple. And let me go to other metrics. So let's let's look at its revenue. So this I have what I have done is it's a quarterly revenue, and this revenue of this stock was exploding. At some point it was almost doing 100% between year 23 towards the initial phase of 2024, and now you see there's a decline in the revenue increase. So the percentage decline is there, but it's still growing at 10-12% revenue. And when you look at the diluted share, there's no dilution basically. And let's look at this table, it's really important. So what I have done here is I have looked into last 12 quarters, and I have revenue in US dollar, the percentage change for the revenue, and the free cash flow every quarter, and the change in the percentage of the free cash flow. So in Q2 2023 they were doing 7 billion in revenue, and last quarter the Q1 of 2026 they did 15 billion. So the, as I showed you, there's continuous increase in the revenue, and there's a similar story with the free cash flow too. There's an increase in the free cash flow, but it's stagnating, and you are paying 6 times multiples. So even from here, let's say this stock doesn't increase, like there's no increase in revenue and free cash flow, and it remains stagnant. So this is almost like 15-16% yield on your free cash flow metrics alone. And that's what makes this stock really interesting. And this is one of the reason I'm so bullish on this company. And my thesis was supported when I saw Lilu doubling down on this company. So from here what I see is, although the tomorrow's earning may not be that great because they have been investing heavily on logistics. So let me show you their last quarter um, top level. So let's see their last Q1 2026 top level, and on Q1 2026 their revenue grew by 11%. Here you would see they are investing a lot in the logistics, and they have also increased somewhat the research and development, and they also doing so There's a great increase in sales and marketing, and the cost of revenue is 54%. So the operating profit it expanded by 22%, and the non-GAAP operating profit it increased by 15%, and the GAAP net income you'd see there's a decrease in 15%, and the diluted earning per share came 1.23, and the analysts were expecting little above that, and that's the reason the stock price fell from 97 to 74, and it again rebounds. Right now it's trading at $88. So we'll see how this goes. So coming back to my strategy, whatever happens to this stock, if it increases or decreases by 20-30%, I'm still going to hold my option contract and the stocks. If it declines rapidly like 30% or something, I will I'll add to my position, and if there's an increase I'll let it ride, but I'm not going to sell based on this quarterly result, and I don't have much expectations with this quarter result. I know based on the conference call, they say they are planning long term, so they want to invest in logistics, make the delivery faster and convenient. So I am bullish on this company, and I am seeing it long term 5x something. So we'll see how things goes. So this is all I have for this video. When there's an earning update tomorrow, I may come up with another video. Thanks.